Hey guys, Lego Man 7777 doing another review for the 2014 winter line. It is the second to last set. It is the Republic AV-7 anti-vehicle cannon. That's a mouthful to say. Alright. So I guess I'll have to hold it. Ages 8 to 14, number 75045, Republic AV-7 anti-vehicle cannon. 434 pieces and $39.99. So new spring-loaded shooter. Not really new anymore at this point, but still kind of box picture. 3 minifigures. They show you the 3 minifigures on the top. Here is the back of the box, which just shows some other pictures and features and all that stuff. And then here's a little scene. This box is it's one of the smaller boxes of the wave, but it's really like width-wise there's a lot to it, which is interesting but not really important. Alright, so here's the instruction booklet. Only one. Doesn't have the minifigure gallery, but has the checklist for the normal edition sets. Alright, so here's the final digital model. It comes in at 71 pages, which is a pretty medium-sized build. It's a decent amount of work to get this together. It would be more if there wasn't ×2 and stuff, but that is in this set as well. So, let's get into the minifigures. Our first minifigure, which is new version of an old guy. It is a Wolfpack trooper under the command of Plo Koon. And basically, what they did is he's just a normal clone trooper with some gray on him, new leg printing, new back printing. Except instead of a Phase 2 helmet, or instead of a Phase 1 helmet, he has a Phase 2 helmet with the very detailed wolf emblem on the top. This set doesn't come with Commander Wolf, but you get 2 troopers, and you can still kind of use the commander from the Republic frigate. So here's his face, standard Clone Wars clone trooper face. Nothing special about that. He comes with a standard medium-sized blaster, and you get 2 of these clone troopers in this set. Our last minifigure in the set is Plo Koon. And it does say he's new on the box, and I did a little checking to the last ones, and there is the torso. Those black lines are slightly different on the last version of Plo Koon in his Starfighter, and he has some back printing now. So that's the only reason he's brand new. Otherwise, he's the same as every other version, minus the very minor detail change on his torso. But everything else about Plo Koon is completely the same. They really shouldn't write new on the box, but I guess a torso change constitutes a brand new minifigure. Even though they didn't change his head, or they didn't even give him leg printing. But whatever. Our last character, I guess you could say, is the Droideka, and he is he's the same Droideka as the last battle pack, the Clone Troopers vs. Droidekas battle pack, number 75,000. He's the same as that. They just put him in this set just so the droids have some presence in here. Otherwise, there would be 0. There's not really much to say about him. If you have the last battle pack from last year, then you'll know exactly what this guy does. But his arms move and his legs move. He might actually be slightly different with the metallic legs now. I don't remember if he has metallic legs or just dark gray. But you can kind of fold up into a ball. a little bit. You can work on that yourselves. It's all a matter of opinion. So let's focus back into the set and show you what this does. So, here's the AV-7 cannon in its entirety. And there's one small thing I'd like to note about that when we get to it. And I will address that topic. But I just want to show some minor details. Like, this little piece moves. Has no purpose whatsoever, but this piece does move. You could pretend it's a gun if you wanted to. Maybe it's supposed to act as a gun. Never know. But just showing you some of the detail. The cannon detail is very nice. It's one of the best cannons Lego's ever made. Here's a back view of the model. Alright, so what are some features of the AV-7 cannon? Well, first and foremost, you take your Wolfpack Trooper, Gunner, whoever you want to make pilot the gun, and you just stick him in the chair, and there he sits. There's a small printed control paneling piece right here, but it's not a new piece. Everyone has at least one of them from something. And pretty much he just sits there and controls the cannon, you know, and the cannon goes cacao, and it moves back a little bit and then stabilizes itself back forward. So there's that. Our second feature, just because it's probably going to go off anyway, is the spring-loaded shooter. You can see it's a green one. And again, all you do is push down on the missile and it shoots, and yada yada yada. It's a good blaster. I like them, yada yada, in my opinion. Repeated for the 100th time. So I'm just going to take that missile out for now, just so I don't lose it, to finish the rest of the features. So, looking at the cannon, beside the spring-loaded shooter, which acts kind of as the main, like the main gun, as in this big gun, because they don't actually put a function in the big gun. They also give you a flick-fire missile here, and just like all flick-fire missiles, they're awful. I take that back. Not all flick-fire missiles are awful. If they have a function to shoot by themselves, like if they have a button or a trigger, then they're not as bad. But generally they're pretty awful. So you shoot that one, you know, yay. And then down here you can reload. You can see that, but see there's another flick missile here. There's 2 on this side and 2 on this side. So you have a total of 5 flick-fire missiles in this set, just in case you wanted some. You probably don't, but just in case you do. Alright, so probably the main feature of the set, and something I'll talk about, is this gear right here. If you spin it, it does position the cannon up or down. So as you can see, I'm just spinning the gear and the cannon moves up and down and all of that fun stuff. So here's the cannon, like, angled completely straight, not at an up angle. So something like that. Now the thing I wanted to note is on the box, and my personal preference, is those Technic beams right there by that yellow stud, those Technic beams that hold the cannon on top. So right here, this beam right here, and the one on the other side. In the instruction booklet, they tell you to flip the beams. Now on the box, it shows this angle, but the instructions tell you to flip it. Now you can follow the instructions and keep them flipped, but I think it's better this way because you get more angle for the gun. The other one, the angle just, you don't get to aim very high. It's a very poor thing. It might be a misprint even, or whatever. So I just took off the cannon and flipped the pieces. It's not a hard fix by any means. Everyone can pretty much do it if you just look at it. You just have to take apart the cannon for the most part to fix it if you don't build it incorrectly. So, that being said, a couple other things. As you've probably noticed, the legs do move. All four of them do. And the feet do move as well to stabilize, and you know, you can put it on different terrains and make it taller. These pieces move. And all of that fun stuff that normal hinged legs do. But, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say. What you can do to make it slightly accurate, I don't really know if this is how it works, but you can pretend it works like this way, is you fold these up to straight. So at a 90 degree, they align with the other pieces. And then you fold them inwards, just like this. And if you want to, you can mess with the feet as much as you want. But in this straight position, this is probably how it gets loaded off of whatever ship brought it down, or off a acclimator assault craft. And underneath its design, they put 2 wheels so that it does roll nicely. You don't even have to worry about the feet. When it's like this, you can just pretty much drive it to wherever you need to stage it, and then unfold its legs. Like that. So just like that, all the fun stuff that you do. And then it's ready to battle, and you spin the gear, and it lifts the cannon up, and then he's ready to take on the Separatists. It's kind of bent a little bit. I'll raise the cannon up just a bit more, so it looks more cannon-esque. Now it's time for a comparison. So let me move the people and such out of the way. I mean, this set is quite obvious to be the comparison. And they both have the same price point of $39.99. This cannon has quite a few more pieces, about 100 more, 103 more to be exact. But the comparison for today is the Geonosian droid cannon, from the Battle of Geonosis. That's the set it's from. They use the cannon in a couple things, the Battle of Ryloth and all the stuff that they use regular anti-vehicle cannons for. So, now they're both lined up to where the feet hit the box. And if you look at it, the Republic cannon, I mean, it's a little hard to tell, but the Republic cannon is bigger. I'll turn it sideways for you more to see. So if you look at this angle, which is a much better angle, you can see that the Republic cannon is way bigger. The cannon itself is bigger. The body's a little smaller, but that's because it's a droid technically as the body, so the eyes and stuff, the head of the droid cannon. It's not as tall as the droid cannon is, but that's not really a big factor. The legs have a bigger width than the droid one does. And like I said, they both were $39.99, and this one has 103 more pieces. So this one's a much better deal. If you want to say, I mean, you can't even find the other cannon anymore. The only thing is the droid cannon does have a stronger projectile, as in the big missile. Whereas this Republic cannon only has a spring-loaded shooter, which is not bad by any means, and I really like them. But if they would have put a bigger projectile, I think it would be a tad bit better. Overall, I like the Republic one better than the Separatist one. Just because, yeah, that's my reason, just because. So, that is it for the Republic anti-vehicle cannon. Really unsure. I mean, they could have done whatever they wanted, and they did. But the last time I checked, there was 2 battles on Christosis, which is the background for the box. And yes, the cannon was there, but Plo Koon and Wolfpack troopers weren't. I mean, it was Obi-Wan and Anakin with the 212 and the 501st. So why they included 2 Wolfpack troopers and Plo Koon is a little on the iffy side, but what are you going to do? And it doesn't hurt to get some more variety clone troopers. That's always good for mocking and stuff like that. But anyway, leave a like and comment and subscribe and all that fun stuff. And thanks for watching. See you guys later. I have one more review left.